Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're a focused learner ready to absolutely transform your cash flow, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're laying out the entrepreneur's roadmap to passive income. We are going to break down exactly how you can systematically build new revenue streams using a strategic, step-by-step approach. And we're doing this starting from absolute scratch, focusing heavily on low-cost options first, and then scaling all the way up to traditional wealth-building assets. We've all seen this quote, right? Earning money in your sleep. It's that classic promise plastered all over the internet by lifestyle gurus standing in front of rented sports cars. But let's burst that bubble real quick. While the end goal is indeed generating cash without active daily work, I have kind of got to point out that setting up these streams requires some very real, highly caffeinated, and very awake labor. It's not magic, it's architecture. Okay, let's actually ground our expectations for a second and look at the formal definition. According to the IRS, passive income comes from trade or business activities without material participation or rental activities. The absolute key phrase there is without material participation. That means the money just keeps flowing even when you step away from the keyboard or clock out for the day. But getting to that point requires a solid understanding of how it fundamentally differs from a standard paycheck. There is a massive fundamental difference between active and passive income. Active income is your standard career or typical side hustle. You work an hour, you get paid for an hour. If you stop working, well, the money stops too. But passive income completely flips the script. You do the heavy lifting upfront. You create a system or an asset, and then you collect payment over time with minimal follow-up effort. The reality is, you are always paying upfront, either with your time or with your money. So, here is our roadmap for today. First, the passive income reality. Then, step 1, zero-cost goods. Step 2, audience-driven income. Step 3, high-skill assets. Step 4, capital investments. And finally, your entrepreneurial roadmap. Let's hit the road.
Part 1. The Passive Income Reality. Busting the Get-Rich-Quick Myth.
Here is the absolute most important rule of this whole game. If you lack the financial funds to buy assets, you must pay in sweat equity. Building passive income with zero initial funds means you are investing your time, your skills, and your creativity instead of cash. Capital equity, on the other hand, is when you have the financial funds to just buy an asset upfront. Since most new entrepreneurs start with way more time than money, we're going to focus our roadmap on mastering sweat equity first. Moving right along to step 1, zero-cost goods, starting with just your time. Think of this phase as the ultimate sandbox for beginners. We're talking about selling digital goods like printable worksheets on Etsy or Teachers Pay Teachers, or building organizational templates for Excel or Notion. These are incredibly cheap and easy to create, allowing you to utilize whatever specific expertise you already have. Now, you do have to be mindful. It takes time to generate noticeable returns, and the platforms will take a cut in sales fees. Still, building these digital organization systems is a fantastic way to establish your very first baseline of passive cash flow. Next step, step 2, audience-driven income, building a following. To scale things up without blowing through your savings, you literally just need eyes on your products. Two super powerful low-capital models for this are print-on-demand and affiliate marketing. With platforms like Printful, Printify, or Gelato, you can put your original designs on shirts or mugs with zero inventory or fulfillment costs. It's brilliant. Similarly, affiliate marketing allows you to earn high-potential commissions just by sharing unique links to products you already love. The catch? Well, you're entirely responsible for self-promotion, maintaining SEO, and constantly updating your content. But the income scales beautifully, provided you're willing to hustle on the marketing side. Now, content creation, well, that provides a major reality check. YouTube offers amazing pros like complete creative control and the ability to earn ongoing ad revenue from videos you uploaded years ago. But the hurdles are strict. The YouTube Partner Program requires a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and consistent publishing, at least every 6 months. It really proves that audience-driven income isn't just uploading a video and walking away forever. It's about actively cultivating a community over time. Since this whole audience-driven model relies entirely on getting people to actually find your work, you've got to level up your toolkit. These are the absolutely crucial underlying skills you have to learn: digital marketing, search engine optimization or SEO, content scheduling, and brand awareness. But hey, the good news? You do not need a 4-year degree for these. You can learn these exact techniques through specialized online programs and literally start applying them to your side hustles immediately. All right, step 3, high-skill assets. Monetizing deep expertise. This is the stage where a much deeper time investment yields way higher potential returns. Self-publishing a book through Kindle Direct Publishing or launching an online course on Thinkific or Teachable gives you complete creative control and really highlights your unique authority in a subject. It's a hugely powerful asset, but the trade-off is intense. These are highly labor-intensive startup processes. Writing a book or filming a curriculum takes months of active work before you see a single dime of passive income. And the exact same logic applies to other high school areas, like photography or software development. Whether you're uploading stock photos to Alamy or Shutterstock or deploying a brand new app to the Apple App Store or Google Play, you are passively monetizing your creative tests and reaching a massive global audience. But a quick warning, you have to navigate complex legalities, provide ongoing software updates, and really watch out for those hefty host fees that the app stores take straight out of your profits. So, let's pause for a second and ask a really vital question. What happens when your time finally pays off? What happens when those templates, that YouTube channel, or that online course finally starts generating real, tangible surplus cash? Which brings us to step 4, capital investments, putting your money to work. This is the final destination, right? This is where you park that hard-earned cash into traditional assets. Financial investments like stocks, mutual funds, bonds, and peer lending networks are the truest form of earning money in your sleep. The pros are just unbeatable: high long-term growth and minimal maintenance as interest accrues. But you really have to be patient. You generally have very limited access to these funds in the short term, and you'll absolutely want to work with a financial advisor to navigate the complex tax requirements that come with it. And of course, another classic capital investment is real estate. Owning a rental property can provide incredibly steady renter income, and the property itself will potentially appreciate in value over the long term. However, the realities of real estate mean it is rarely 100% passive. The burden of property upkeep, maintenance, and the constant risk of tenant vacancies are very real trade-offs you have to manage. Finally, Section 6, your entrepreneurial roadmap, putting it all together. Let's pull the lens back for a second and look at the whole big picture. We've gone from $0 and a blank spreadsheet to owning real estate and index funds. Here is the evolutionary step-by-step path for the new entrepreneur. Step 1, start by trading your time to create zero-cost digital goods. Step 2, learn digital marketing to build audience-driven income. Step 3, package your growing expertise into high-skill assets like courses or books. And finally, step 4, take the cash generated from those first 3 steps and park it into capital-heavy investments. And hey, remember, if you need money to survive while you build steps 1 and 2, picking up temporary active work like retail or food service is a perfectly valid way to bridge the gap. Look, if you take away absolutely nothing else from this explainer, please remember this unavoidable trade-off. You must pay in time or you must pay in capital. Passive income is an incredibly powerful financial tool, but it's never free. It always demands a significant upfront investment of your effort, your creativity, or your wallet. You now have a crystal clear, step-by-step understanding of how to sequence your efforts. You know the roadmap. The only thing left to decide is your starting point. So look at your skills, look at your schedule, and ask yourself, what will you build today?